11th of December 2019, and we're off to Korea. 10 days of good times, hopefully. So being dropped off the tour and having a Subway for lunch, shrimp Subway, even though it's spelt shrimp Subway. We're now going to the Namdae Mon market, which is said to be 300 years old, much older than white settlement in Australia actually. And Namdae Mon is named after this, with the market's right behind me. Now looking down Namdae Mon market. Bill's going to go and find what he can find. Bargains, no doubt. Looks like a bargain ahead. Everyone's scrambling for something. We've got coats here for 10,000, which is about $13. Thanks, everyone's scrambling. Some of the delicious food in the market, but unfortunately we just ate at Subway only about 20 minutes ago. Care for some fruit juice, pomegranate here, lemons, oranges, etc. There's Bill still looking for some deep plug containers for Zaki. More food. Prawns. Fried nothings in the corner. Another popular food vendor. Looks like fried with vegetables inside. Vegetable, red bean, cheese and vegetable. Price is up here. 2,500 is about $4. Bill riding the Subway. Nice and crowded on a Saturday afternoon. So Bill's hungry again. He's got a mozzarella cheese cricket, and here we are. How is it, Bill? Tastes good? This is an eating, drinking and shopping holiday. Good. Bill's hungry again. This time he's going to get mean bean drink, I think. Black bean drink. About $2.50. Bill, what'd you choose? He's just looking at the English translation. So you choose whatever you're after outside the shop, and then you write and size. And in this case, chocolate milk is 3,300, which is about $4. Meanwhile, the girls inside got nothing to do except wait for you to play with the machine. Meanwhile, while Bill's getting his drink, there's some kind of procession or protest, or anyway, they're getting like Billy Boy. Now I know where Bill got it from. Meanwhile, for every line of protesters, there's a policeman. So we've got hundreds of policemen here. This rally is going for about 100 metres at least. This is the exact point that South Korea wants to make, that they have the freedom to protest or assemble or campaign for their own leader, something that they don't allow in North Korea. So there's thousands of people here marching in behalf of this fella. Looks like Bill. Yeah, seems to be about this change of regime. Different group in white overcoats and red beanies. So we're all out there, all the nutters are out there, all protesting today. Not sure what it's about. Thousands of cops here. More cops and protesters. These are obviously the supporters of the United States. Quite a few US flags here. And it says support the US Alliance. Republic of Korea US Alliance. So these are the pro-USA supporters. As I said, they have the freedom to protest and they lose that freedom in South Korea. About 20 past 5, Saturday afternoon, back home after a big day. TMC, shopping, eating, watching protesters. Sunday 15th December, just heading off to book our ticket to Busan. Decided to go a day early, so we're going this afternoon instead of tomorrow to give us an extra day in Busan. And there's some guys playing soccer just next to where we're staying. Interesting thing is that Seoul is surrounded by these steep hills, see in the background. So in some ways it's in a valley. And this looks like some kind of educational establishment here, which is next to where we're staying. It took us about an hour from the hotel to get to Dong-Seol bus station, and this is the information board. Makes it a little bit difficult, everything's in Korean. Just stocking up with a bit of food for the bus. Busan, and these banana bunches are about $2.50. There's Bill. How you going, Bill? Just had your burger for breakfast. And Bill's just turning into the street where we're staying. All my guest houses around the corner here. As I said before, it's like on the perimeter of the city. City boundaries sort of end, and then the next street is down here. You wouldn't find it if you weren't given clear directions. Sunday afternoon, we're getting the 4 o'clock bus from Seoul to Busan. Costs $45 each, and I think it's 340. Looks like a lot of them live in this area. We're now on the train. We're to pick our bus. We've gone bus, 2 subways, and then another bus to Busan. It's 3:30, about to get the 4 o'clock bus to Busan. First, Bill has to check his internet first of all, see what's available while we're waiting. And this is our bus. We paid extra for the Luxury Express. Not allowed on yet. Regular bus station, just like any you find in most Asian countries, except this is a little bit better organised, a little bit cleaner. Things aren't cheap in Korea, about the same price as things in Australia. $45 bus trip would be what you pay in Australia. Okay, Bill, you ready for your 4-hour trip to Busan?
Yes.
That's good. You've been pretty quiet all day, but then you never were very noisy. It's the bus station. We're just leaving right on time, 4 o'clock. The bus is just about full, so we were lucky that we came here early. Looking at tickets, there's only 1 spare seat on the bus. If we'd come just before the bus was to leave, I'm sure we wouldn't have got on. Arrived at the business hotel after doing a walking tour of Busan. A young guy took us in the wrong direction, told us we had to get a taxi for 23 minutes. Then I told him no. So then he walked us in the opposite direction. Luckily we found a girl who walked with us for about 10 or 15 minutes to find the hotel. And here it is, got upgraded to a double and a single and kinky bathroom. So this is the location of the business hotel we stayed at last night, bit of a trendy hotel with checkerboard walls and black bathroom, etc. But it was cheap. It was about $27 a night Australian. It's Monday morning and I brought my Gold Coast sunshine with me, as you can see. Difference being in the Gold Coast at the moment it's nearly 40 degrees, having a heat wave, and here it's about 10 degrees. So I suppose the heat wave for the winter. Now heading off to Hyundai to Mama's. Bus 1001. Busan is a very modern city, or being modernised anyway. It has a population of 3.6 million, and you can see here the new architecture. In the distance here is the Busan railway station, not the metro, the railway station. After hopping off at the wrong stop, but it wasn't too bad, we found someone who just walked us for about 10 minutes, show us Mama's guest house, which is on the 2nd floor there.
46 degrees.
About 100 metres from where we're staying is this free spa, open spa. Looks like it's for old people, so I'll fit in here. Water temperature is shown as 46 degrees. Nice and warm on a cold day, although it's not that cold. And here's South Korea's answer to Gold Coast. A lot of cafes, restaurants, and this kimchi steamer here, right outside the door of our guest house. Bill's just gone for a walk down this lane here in the market. Here he comes back, no success. Realised things are just as expensive here as in Australia. Hey Bill, how'd you go? No success? After a half-hour bus ride, we've now come to this Buddhist temple. And this is the entry to the temple, Songkyong Temple. Haedong Yonggang Temple. You just see the temple on sun in the photos, but you don't see this entry here, which is quite congested. Quite a few food stalls here, pancake stall here. And the food's not expensive here, it's about $2.50 for 2,000. Okay. So I bought some fried beans, it looks like. Black beans.
Something seeds.
The seeds. And this is the entrance into the temple. Year of the chicken, year of the rat, year of the sheep. Bill's the year of the monkey. It does remind us of fell on the train yesterday on the subway. The way he looked and the way he ate his biscuits looked like a monkey. Looks like this is the main entrance into the Buddhist temple. Buddhist chanting in the background. Another shot looking back at the animal signs, Chinese.
Go like that.
아니야, 옛날에는 10원짜리잖아. 입에다가 이렇게 싸라고.
개 함부로 만지면 안 돼.
Two little piggies sitting in the temple there. It's a really cool temple.
야, 쟤 보이지?
Set on cliffs overlooking the ocean here. Water would be quite cold down there. Temperature though about 15 degrees. It's winter but still quite warm. As the sign says, the most beautiful temple in Korea. I don't doubt that. This is inside the temple, people praying in front of me. There he is. And down some stairways in the middle of the platform, an area where you can collect some water and drink it.
然后这样再韩国就不会干了啊。
It's another view of the temple, looking back at it from the ocean. Pigs in the front here. It's my Billy boy.
Another pig.
Okay, Bill, I'm coming around. There's a view from the temple, looking at the ocean. Bill's going to rub the Buddha's belly, grant him a son eventually. 12 deities of the Oriental zodiac are regarded as the origin of Oriental philosophy and the ultimate truth of the universe. Also, they are guardian deities who stay close to us. Bill's is... what Bill?
Monkey.
Bill is the monkey. Harris and I wear the dragon.
Zach's a dog.
Zach's a dog, and what about Mum? Mum. After a trip to the Buddhist temple, Bill said he needs some retail therapy, so we're going to drop off at this mall, the Lotte Mall, which is a common name for malls around South Korea. Looks pretty deserted, this one though. So we've been here for nearly 2 hours. Been sitting around waiting for Bill to finish his outlet shopping. Still hasn't bought anything though because it's too expensive, but anyway, the boy is still looking. Just what I love doing, shopping. So after over 2 hours, Bill's finally found something to buy. $12 shirt. Can't decide on the colour though. So they've got to be blue, black, white or grey. Well done, Bill. Saved yourself a couple of dollars. A couple of dollars. 2 hours of shopping. Oh, what? Medium or large? Whatever suits you, mate. Whatever fits you. And this is Busan at night time. Monday night, time for food. Find somewhere that sells fish. Seems to be a lot of seafood restaurants down this little alleyway, which is right next to our hotel. Here's some shrimps, as I described on one of the nose boards, but actually shrimps. Quite a few, all live, fresh, ready to be cooked. This is how you cook your satay quickly. Butane gas. Maybe we should try this in Malaysia. So just walked through the food court, food lane, had some food, some satays and various things, and then we have a plaza here, leads down to the beach. And this reminds me, Surfers Paradise, Cavill Avenue. There's Bill taking a shot of the sign. Doesn't say Surfers Paradise, probably says Hyundai Beach. This is pretty neat. Looks like everyone's walking through the water because the lights are shining on the section. And it looks like people walking through the waves. And then there's a castle at the end. Which we're going to walk down to, and then a pavilion to walk through. So, pretty neat idea actually. Yeah, make you feel at home, Mum. Just outside the hotel, it's Tuesday morning. We're heading to Gamachon, which is a cultural village about 25 stops away on the subway. So after 25 stops on the subway, we're now on a bus going to Gamachon, 10 stops. Quite steep hilly area we're going through. We've been waiting here for a while. Here's the Rockall Road on the way up to Gamachon. There's only about 4 stops on the bus, just up the top of the hill. And now we're at Gamachon Cultural Village. There's Bill overlooking the village. This is the entrance to the village. Down this road here, colourful houses. It's all been painted by artists. Apparently the original inhabitants were moving out, and so they invited a bunch of artists in, and then they decorated the village various colours and also murals. Pretty neat village actually, beautiful colours. On the side of a hill, looking down to the water down below. Now we're going to walk down to the village, walk through the streets, look for the artwork. There's an artist's gallery overlooking the village. It's a couple of drops of rain on me. First little bit of rain in our trip to Korea so far. There's Bill doing his own vlog. Selfies. He's doing a selfie, he said.
I said I
Wasn't doing a selfie, he was doing a vlog. So from the drop-off point there, the bus, we go down to the photo, what they call the photo zone. It overlooks the village, and then we have to walk down these stairs into the village. There's Billy Boy going ahead. We're going down to look at the artwork in the village. Now looking down to the river or the harbour. We're going to the fish markets later on, which is somewhere down there. This is an artist colony, so there's sculptures and paintings, murals all through the village, like this one here. A mural showing a representation of the village. Bill also pointed out that in the mural there's the different zodiacs. Chinese zodiacs with pigs, rat, horse and dragon in the distance. What we found, a guitar that Bill can practice on. Okay Bill, practice your bass.
actually works.
And it actually works. It's all about the bass, it's all about the bass. Come on Bill, play some bass, man. So this is called the sound of Gumcheon. Gumcheon. And Bill playing guitar. Come on Bill, play it, man.
I am.
You are. Not much business in Gumcheon today. She's actually a statue. Another piece of artwork. As Bill walks down to the harbour. As it says, cute Bill. Another friendly South Korean lady that we met on our travels. At the bottom of the village, there's a group of cafes serving Korean food. So we're going to have an omelette with sweet potato noodles. Of course, Bill will love this place because it's got free Wi-Fi, free toilet. Bill, over there. So we're going to have omelette here with sweet potato noodles. And Bill sits down and first thing he does is checks for the Wi-Fi. Is that right? He's got it in there. Break the record, 15 seconds, got Wi-Fi. Always like to see my food being cooked. See how sanitary the conditions are. It's pretty much spotless. So omelette with noodles and sweet potato. And this is the famous South Korean kimchi, which we have with our meal. So Bill found amusement arcade here. Just finished playing basketball in there. So we leave Gumchon Cultural Village with its amazing artwork, murals, statues, sculptures, etc. And we head to the fish markets. Got to go up the hill first and then get the subway one stop to the fish markets. Looking back through the entry to the village. They're all waiting over there for the bus to come. So one stop back from the cultural village, we got off for the Jigaochi fish market, which is the biggest and most famous in Busan, and one of the biggest in Korea.
Looks like they're going to jump out.
These are big lobsters and crabs. Got a good back there. Bill's just entering the main part of the market. This one's had enough, he wants to get out. Come on, do us your dance. Break out, boy. And a couple others over here too want to get out. Shows they're fresh anyway. This is where all the seafood cafes are. So here we are at the Jigaochi fish market. And there's fish everywhere. Probably as big as the one in Tokyo. And we're going to walk down this street and Bill's going to go for another shopping excursion because we saw a Lotte Mall in the distance there. Hopefully not going to be 2.5 hours. So this is where they bring the fish in to the market, which is right behind me, and also where the cruises part. So this little fishing harbour, and on the hills we can see the same sort of buildings that we just saw at the cultural village. And here's the market back behind this big building here. So a bit of retail therapy for Bill again, Lotte Mall. Come look at the brand names. Bill's gone shopping and I get a Bellagio water show. A big shopping mall, probably twice the size of back there. I love fountains and this is one of your best. Very clever. Here's Bill riding the subway. The thing about the subway is about 30 degrees on board and people are still wearing heavy jackets. I stripped down to my t-shirt. We've had to stand for about 10 stops in a row, which is a bugger. Bill's finally got a seat after about 7 stops. 6:15 and Bill's wearing his new hoodie. Just bought at the outlet store, and we just come back from getting some terrible directions to the bus terminal. idiot on the reception didn't tell us the directions. Everything's written in Korean. And we did a cook's tour of Hyundai before we found the bus terminal and booked our ticket for tomorrow, which is, for two of us, 13,001. So this is our meal for the night. That's my fish, kimchi and Korean soup, and beers. 2 battered shrimp and salad, kimchi and pickles. Yeah, ketchup. All of this for about just over $20, about $21. And wash it down with some Sprite.